Shaw puts up a long three. It's in at the buzzer! 10:50 to go here, and the faceoff is won by North-South onto the stick of Caitlin Armin. Armin feeds it in for Abby Promisberger, and Promisberger with the hat trick. 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. And he'll put it right on goal and right into the goal. Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Henningsgaard tries to cut through the lane. Outlet pass into the corner there for Heinz. Back over to Henningsgaard, wide open for three. Got it and one. Wow. Put your outfielders in left and left center because that one's going to left field and that's gone. That is a two-run shot for Kenzie McKinnon. It's taken away there by Carson Abrahamson. She has a breakaway. One-on-one hard. She scores. 16 fouls. And the pass is intercepted by Overby. Overby has an opportunity to dunk it. He nailed it. The two-handed throwdown. All right, welcome to Dwyer Field here in Bismarck, North Dakota, home of the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. It's the 2019 Shiloh invite, and it's the Grafton Spoilers and the Thompson Commies in Game 4 of the day as we get ready for the top of the first inning.
Shortstop number 1, Brady Gunderson.
First pitch comes across at 4:27 p.m. for ball or strike one. 3 minutes early on this one. That one will be rifled right over to the shortstop. Fired across the diamond for out number one. So Gunderson will ground out. Let's see here. I must have forgot to put in the shortstop. I got everybody else, but. Two quick strikes to Matsuda. That one's low and outside for a ball. That one grounded right back to Clay Odenbach. Odenbach will fire it into the glove of Strand for the second out of the inning. If you're scoring at home, that's a 1-3 ground out. Brings up Riley Eide.
At bat, the left fielder number 2, Riley Eide.
All right, and that one's going to be fired there by Eide. And the thrower first will not be in time. Heidi's going to try for second, and he will get there. As the ball will go to the fence, and he'll put on the brakes there. So it's a single, and he'll advance to second on the error. And that brings up, let's see here, Andrew Votava, I believe is how you say it.
Number 17, Andrew Votava.
Pitch comes across for a strike. These two teams, they played in Region 2 for the Tommies, Region 4 for the Spoilers in baseball. These two teams know each other very well as they play all their fall sports in Region 2, including basketball. Of course, that highlight you saw at the beginning of, or at the end of our beginning intro video was a Grafton Thompson game in basketball where Overby got the dunk. It's always a fun matchup when these two teams get together to play, no matter what the sport is. That one, ooh, man, that was almost hit his teammate Riley Eide coming off second there, and that will be a 6-3 out to end the inning. So We'll come back after this on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back here as we head to the bottom of the first inning. We're scoreless between the Tommies and the Spoilers. Tommy's first chance at bat here in this contest. 4 minutes into the ball game.
Leading off the bottom
Actually,
of the first for the Tommies, shortstop number 2, Marcus Hughes.
6 minutes, so add 2 plus 2. There you go. Matt Suda on the mound here for the Spoilers. There's the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Marcus Hughes, the batter. Around the bases, Bo Feltman at first. Weston Sangrate at second. Brady Gunderson, the shortstop. Landon Wandarovich at third. And Riley Eide out in left. Andrew Votava in right. And Jace Layfeld, in straightaway center. Jaden Hoganson behind the plate catching the pitches from Matt Suda. 1-1, and that one's high for 2-1. Striking 2 balls on 3 pitches so far for Suda. 7 minutes into the ball game. And there's the pitch. That'll be grounded right back to Suda. Suda will get it off the hop, fire it over to the first baseman, Feltman, and that's into the glove for out number 1. A 1-3 on the ground out if you're scoring at home. So it's 1 away for the Tommies here in the bottom of the first. Tommies won the last game 15-0 over the Harvey-Wells County Hornets. Harvey-Wells County will drop both of their games in the Shiloh invite. They lost the first one 9-0 to the Carrington Cardinals in our kickoff game today. Right around 10:03 this morning was the first pitch. Game 4 of 5 today. Game 4 of 10 for the weekend. And the pitcher comes across for a ball to Jacob Dick, the batter. And Dick will fire that one down the first base line. 2 hops right into the glove of Feltman. He'll step on the bag for the forced ground out. So it's a direct ground out to first. And that brings up Caden Schwabe. Schwabe, a senior this year for the Thompson Tommies.
The catcher, number 3, Caden Schwabe.
This will be the last time you'll see him on the baseball field here, so he'll be graduating in about a little over a month from now, along with a handful of others from the Thompson team. That pitch will go in for ball 1 to Schwabe. 9 minutes into the ball game, 7 pitches for Matt Suda, 4 balls, 3 strikes. That one will be right. Well, he was able to bat it down with his glove. That'll be an infield single. That will not be an error.
The pitcher, number 9, Clay Odemeyer.
And that brings up a pitcher versus pitcher battle. Clay Odenbach. As the sun starts to peek through for the first time today. I mean, it's been there, but it's warming things up right now for the first time today. Still no pitches to Odenbach as the pickoff throw to first, trying snag Schwabe was unsuccessful. And now Suda will wind up and deliver the pitch. Outside corner for a strike. Odenbach falls down on the count, 0-1. Suda looks over his shoulder at first. Sets up. Winds up and delivers the 0-1. That'll be a chopper right over the second baseman, Sangrate. Sangrate will flip it into the glove of Feltman for the third and final out of the inning, and that will retire the Tommies as they strand one on base. And we'll head now to the top of the second. It's scoreless between the Spoilers and the Tommies. Back after this on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. All right, we head now to the top of the second. Still scoreless here between the Tommies and the Spoilers. Spoilers up to bat. It's Hoganson, Dusek, and Wandarovich. Senior, junior, sophomore batters 5, 6, and 7. Odenbach will throw pitch 11 to start this top of the second. In that first inning of play through 10 pitches, 9 strikes and a ball. Not a bad first inning there for Clay Odenbach. Around the bases for the Tommies. Wade Strand at first. Tyler Cunningham, the freshman, at second. Marcus Hughes, the shortstop. Jacob Dick at third. Caden Schwabe behind the plate catching the pitches from Clay Odenbach. And they got Josh Semin left, Nick Recken right, and Hayden Overby in straightaway center field. Pitch comes in, ball one. 320 down the left field line, 320 down the right field line, 360 straightaway center field. That one's going into right field. Oh, no, it won't quite reach right field. And it'll be caught regardless there by Tyler Cunningham for the out. Wind is blowing from the northeast to the southwest still. It's been blowing that direction all day so far. Two balls, no strikes now to Logan Dusak, the junior, at the plate here for the Spoilers. See a lot of green and gray out in the stands there. It's a long trip for those Thompson fans to get to Bismarck, and well, they traveled well today. Swing and a miss, and that evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You can see a little maroon and gold out there too. A couple of Grafton fans made it the trip to Bismarck. Full count now as that comes in as a ball, makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes. Odenbach, the junior, on the mound. Logan Dusak, the junior, in the batter's box. And here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, got him.
Good job, Clay. Way to dial it in.
That'll bring up Landon Wandarovich.
Third baseman, number 11, Landon Wandarovich.
And Wandarovich will fire that one for a ground out.
Good job, Tommies!
And that will send us now to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless between the Thompson Tommies and the Grafton Spoilers. Game 4-5 from the Shiloh Invite at Dwyer Field in Bismarck. More after this on the ND Sports Channel.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, welcome back. Hayden Overby will lead things off here in the bottom of the second for the Thompson Tommies. Scoreless after 1.5. The sun comes out, makes things a little bit brighter than it has been. Kind of enjoyed the not so bright.
Nice hit!
That's a nice hit down into right field. On the ground there. It's good for a single for Overby, and that'll bring up Josh Sem.
Let's go, Joshy!
Josh Sem in the last game, in the first inning, hit one to deep left field that came about 1.5 feet shy of a grand slam. Instead, it was a 3-run double. Either way, damage done for Thompson on that hit. We'll see what he can do this time around. He'll take that first pitch for a strike. Suda with 12 pitches now, 8 strikes and 4 balls, 16 minutes, check that, 18 minutes into the ball game. Wade Strand is on deck, the junior, following Josh Sem, the senior, who's down in the count 0-1, and now the pickoff throw over to first. Not in time, Overby remains in check on the bag. Hayden Overby, I have him, is that correct? Let me double check that here. That one's going to be hit into deep center field. It's going back, all the way back, and it will drop right in front of the fence. Rounding third is Overby, and Overby will come in to score, and that breaks the scoreless tie, and it's 1-0 Thompson. So Sem flies it out into deep center. It's good for a double, an RBI double.
First baseman, number 18, Wayne Strandy.
Overby is a sophomore. That's what I wanted to double check. There's too many Thompson players who start with an O, and I get up the Overby's in the Odin box mixed up. So there's another shot out in the center field. This is a chance for Sem to score. No, he will put on the brakes at third, and we'll have runners on the corners now as Strand will single out into center field. And that will bring up the next batter for the Tommies, Nick Reck. Reck had a pretty good game in that first game as well. He went 2 for 3. Including a deep shot down into left field.
That right fielder, number 11, Nick Reck.
Reck, a senior this year for the Thompson Tommies. 1-0 Tommies lead here in the bottom of the second. On the mound is Matt Suda, the senior for the Grafton Spoilers. The pitch is in for a strike. Nice pitch there by Matt Suda. Runners on the corners once again. Josh Sem, the senior, on third. Wade Strand, the junior, on first. Nick Reck, the senior, in the batter's box here for the Tommies. Nobody gone here, bottom of the second. Suda on the mound for the Spoilers. He looks over at third, glances quickly at first, delivers the pitch right down the middle for strike two. Officially hit the 20-minute mark of the ball game now. Shortest game of the day was our second game at 1 hour and 23 minutes. We haven't had a game go over 2 hours yet, but our first game did go 1 hour and 59 minutes. Swing and a miss. Got him. Reck goes down swinging, and that is the first out of the inning. And now we'll see what Zach Peterson can do. Peterson, a sophomore for the Tommies this year. Runners on the corners once again. Strand on first, Sem on third. One away now here in the bottom of the first with a 1-0 lead for the Thompson Tommies. Suda looks and delivers. That's a one-hopper right over to the first baseman, Feltman. He'll step on the bag, and that will be the second out of the inning, but Sem will score from third, and Wade Strand will advance to second. Guess you could call that a sacrifice ground out. I don't think there is such a term for that. So Marcus Hughes, 0 for 1, second plate appearance in this game. He grounded out on a 1-3 his last time at the plate. And it's 2-0 now in favor of Thompson. Suda will step off for a moment, and now he'll set back up. Wade Strand, the junior runner, on second. He has a fairly decent lead off on second right now. As Suda looks over his shoulder, he'll deliver the pitch down low into the dirt, and had Hoganson not gotten over as quick as he did, Strand may have taken off for third, but instead he'll hold up. Pitch goes in as a ball. 2 balls, no strikes now to Marcus Hughes. Once again, 0 for 1 with a ground out. Game 4 of 5 of the day. Here's the pitch. That one's in. Looked good to me, but they're going to call it ball 3. Mostly cloudy and 50 degrees right now. Probably drop into the high 40s in the next hour or so. That one will come in as a strike. 3-1 the count. Once again, Wade Strand, the junior, on second, the runner for the Thompson Tommies, who lead 2-0 now, and pitch 23 on the horizon here for Matt Suda. 15 strikes, 7 balls on 22 pitches up to this point, and he'll look over at second and deliver the 3-1. Full count. Came inside, caught the edge of the plate, and it was good for strike 2. Once again, Hughes 0 for 1 with a ground out. His last trip to the plate. As we circle back to the top of the order for the Thompson Tommies for the first time in this game. Suda once again will step off. That will force Wade Strand to tag on second. Pitch, and that one's hit high. That's going to curve into the gap in right center. Rounding third is Wade Strand, and he will hustle over the plate and home, and it's an RBI single for Marcus Hughes. Three nothing now. Favor of the Thompson Tommies.
Third baseman number 10, Jacob Dick.
And that one's going to be popped up left field, made the catch. That is Riley Eide, the sophomore, with the catch, and that will retire the Tommies as they strand Marcus Hughes on deck, on base, excuse me.
Innings of play, 3-0. Tommies.
And it's 3-0 Tommies as we head to the top of the third. It's Feltman, Layfelt, and Gunderson. Batters 8, 9, and 1 for the Spoilers. When we come back, Clay Odenbach will toss pitch 20 after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. All right, Bo Feltman will lead things off here in the top of the third. First pitch comes across for ball 1. Issue there with our software. We apologize for that. 2-2 the count to Bo Feltman. And now it's a full count at 3-2. Somehow it exited out of itself and caught the corner, caught him looking, and now be out number 1, and that'll bring up Jace Layfelt.
At bat, center fielder number 8, Jace Layfelt.
28 minutes into the ball game here. 25 pitches for Odenbach to make it 26, and that comes in for ball 1. 9 balls, 17 strikes. 28 minutes into the game for Clay Odenbach. Odenbach, a junior this year. He'll have one more year with the basketball, football, and baseball team, and I'm not sure if he plays any other sports, but he might. If he check his swing, he did. Layfelt will take it for a ball, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. That one's down the middle for a strike, and now some positive there for Clay Odenbach. That one will be rifled into the concession stand, the roof of the concession stand. I saw it out of the corner of my eye there. As I looked to my right, there was a window, and I just happened to be in the right spot at the right time when I turned my head. Ball 4 will walk Layfelt up to first, bringing up Brady Gunderson, the senior. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out on a 6-3. That's shortstop to first if you're not familiar with the numbers. And we'll see if he can do one better this time around. That pitch will come inside for a ball. Once again, around the bases for the Tommies, Wade Strand at first, Tyler Cunningham at second, Marcus Hughes at shortstop, Jacob Dick at third, Caden Schwabe behind the plate catching the pitches from Clay Odenbach, and in the outfield, Josh Sem in left, Nick Reck in right, and Hayden Overby in straightaway center field. 1 ball, 1 strike the count now to Brady Gunderson. With a runner on first, Jace Layfeld. Odenbach will fire it over to Strand to keep Layfeld in check on the bag at first. Sun has come out and the temperature has dropped, and that doesn't seem to make sense, but it says mostly cloudy and 50. If I had to make a guess, I would say it's mostly cloudy and 52, but we'll go with 50. I'm not a weatherman, I'm a sports broadcaster. Throw off to second, and he's safe on the feet first slide. Jace Layfeld in on the stolen base to second.
At bat, the pitcher, number 15, Matt Suda.
Sudo for 1 with a ground out. It was a 1-3 ground out, right back to the pitcher, Odenbach. So we hit the 30-minute mark of the ball game now here at Dwyer Field in Bismarck, home of the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. Will be playing in the next game against the defending state champion Park River Fordville Lincoln Aggies. That should be a good matchup, as this one should be as well. You'll want to stick around for the rest of this one and stick around for the next one too. Then that'll wrap up our coverage for today, and we'll come back tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock and do 5 more games for you. Tell you more about that in a little bit. Right now the count's 2 balls, 1 strike to Matt Suda.
Nice! Woo!
Make that 2-2. Once again, Sudo for 1 with a ground out.
Come on now.
To the pitcher, Odenbach, who threw it over to Strand, and Layfeld is on the runner on second. Here's the pitch.
Oh!
Got him. Got him looking. He wanted to swing, hesitated, and maybe he should have. You never know what would have happened. He may have made contact, but instead, the spoilers will head to the dugout. They'll grab their gloves, and we will head to the bottom of the 3rd. Schwabe, Odenbach, and Overby. Batters 3, 4, and 5 when we come back after this for the Tommies, who lead 3-0 over the spoilers on the ND Sports Channel. ND Sup All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Sup All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109. The Fargo North softball team is live for a 2nd season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcasts of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 3rd, it's 3-0 Tommy's lead. Caden Schwabe up to bat right now, followed by Odenbach and Overby, the senior, junior, sophomore. 3, 4, and 5. Matt Suda will throw pitch 26 right now, and it's in for a strike. And on 26 pitches, 19 of them have been strikes. The other 7 have been balls thrown. Schwabe 1 for 1 with a single. It was an infield single his last time at bat. The windup in the delivery, and he'll foul that one away, and that was lightning quick over the Thompson dugout and out of sight, nowhere to be found. 0-2. And here's the windup and the delivery, and that one will come back into the padding here, and it'll be good for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no runners on, nobody out. 35 minutes into the ball game. Suda on the mound. Hoganson behind the plate catching for the Spoilers. Feltman on first, Sangrate second, Gunderson the shortstop, and Wanderovic, if I'm saying that right, on third. I think I am. Wanderovic. There we go. If I don't have to say it quick and I can think and sit down and think about it, I can say it, but if I have to say it quick, please forgive me in advance if I mispronounce it. So that'll be fouled away, and it will remain a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Here's the 1-2, second 1-2, and that'll be a 2-hopper right over the first baseman, Feltman, who steps on the bag for the first out of the inning. Schwabe down, Clay Odenbach up. Odenbach 0 for 1 on a ground out on a 1-3 his last time. That's pitcher to first baseman. Odenbach, a left-handed batter. And the first pitch comes outside for ball 1. So 3 down, partially into the 4th of 5 games. 9-0 Carrington over Harvey Wells County in our first game. 3-0 Carrington over Velva Drake Animus in our second game. And then the Thompson Tommies buried the Harvey Wells County Hornets 15-0 in 5 innings in our most recent game. And right now, the Thompson Tommies lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd with 1 away and 1 ball, 1 strike. No runners on, and the pitch from Suda is on the way, and looked like it may have caught the corner, but it'll be ball 2. And that one's going to be hit deep into right field, and it's going to, did it bounce over the fence? No, it did not. I can't quite see from the sun being in there, but it will be a double, not a ground rule double, but just a normal double. For Clay Odenbach, and that'll bring up Hayden Overby, the sophomore. 1 for 1 with a single in the shallow right field his last time at the plate. Puts Josh Sem on deck. And now the umpire is talking with the Thompson coach on the 3rd base line there.
Go ahead.
May have heard that in the background, but if you didn't.
Let's go, Hayden. Bring him around.
Thompson coach saying Odenbach should have been put on 3rd. The umpire humbly disagrees with him. Now catch the corner for a strike. Nice pitch there by the senior Matsuda. That is 35 pitches. 25 of them have been strikes. No balls, 1 strike to Hayden Overby, who's 1 for 1 with a single in this contest against the Spoilers. As we hit just after 5 o'clock here on the ND Sports Channel.
Yeah!
He grounded out into right field. Will Odenbach round 3rd? They will send him. Here comes the, no, he's gonna put on the brakes here. And I don't know, he should have went back to 3rd sooner than he did. And he's out at home. I think he should have went back to 3rd instead of hesitating, and he would have been safe. But as a result, it will get his teammate over to 2nd base. So Odenbach tagged out at home on I guess you could call it a rundown if you want, and not really, but Officially a 1-2 on the out if you're scoring at home. Josh Sem doubled, excuse me, out into center field his last time at the plate. And now 1 ball, no strike. And pitch 38 for Matt Suda on the horizon here. He looks over his shoulder at second base, check where Hayden Overby is at. Stares him down for a little bit, now looks at his catcher and delivers the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss to even up the count at 1-1. Two away here, runner on second is Overby. Josh Sem at the plate, facing Matt Suda. Count is even at 1-1. Checks over his shoulder twice, make that 3 times. And now he'll step off, and that'll force Overby to tag up on second, or at least get closer to second. So the count remains 1-1 here. Josh Sem the batter. Overby on second, and Matt Suda is focusing his attention on Overby more than he is Josh Sem, at least at this point. And he'll deliver the pitch. Swing and a miss. He curved it outside, and Sem chased it. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Want to say hi to Russell Sell. Thanks so much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Appreciate that. And here's the pitch. 1-2, hit up high. That's into the sun, but I know it's somewhere in mid-shallow center field, I guess. And that will be caught by Layfeld. So that will end the third. It's 3-0 after 3. Top of the 4th, we go. Batters 3, 4, and 5 for the Spoilers. It's Eide, Votava, and Hoganson due up when we come back after this short timeout on the ND Sports Channel. The Fargo North softball team is live for a 2nd season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. New pitcher on the mound here for the Thompson Tommies as we head to the top of the 3rd, or top of the 4th, excuse me. Odenbach finished the afternoon with 39 pitches, 15 balls, 24 strikes, and now it is Hayden Overby on the mound for the Thompson Tommies. 2 balls, 1 strikes to Riley Eide, who's 1 for 1 with a single his last time at the plate. 44 minutes into the ball game. And here's the 2-1, and that one's hit up, and no, it was not hit up. It was hit down. Try moving to the right a little bit here to block out some of that sun, and maybe I'll be able to see where the ball goes. And that one will definitely be hit out into left field. A one hop off the edge of the infield, and that's good for a single for Eide. Brings up Andrew Votava. Votava's 0 for 1 on a 6-3 ground out his last time at the plate. And here's the pitch. Strike one. Nice pitch there by Hayden Overby. Runner on first for the Spoilers, Riley Eide, and they're looking to maybe get 1 or 2 across the plate here in this inning as they trail 3-0 to the Tommies. Baseball, they don't play in the same region, but that doesn't mean this isn't a rivalry game here between the Tommies and the Spoilers. Like I said in our pregame show in the first inning, these two teams know each other very well. And that is a strike. Out. Swinging.
Look at number 10, Jaden Hoganson.
Jaden Hoganson, the senior, steps up 0 for 1 with a flyout, and here's the pitch down low, ball 1. Nice job there by Schwabe to keep that pitch in front of him there, as that snuck between his legs, as they would say, 5-hole in the game of hockey. That would have put Riley Eide on second, no problem. Now the count's even at 1-1. Overby on the mound. Once again, he's taken over for Odenbach, who threw 39 pitches. That was probably not the best pitch to swing at, but he swung at it, and as a result, it's 1-2 in favor of Overby. And that one will be foul. Oh no, it's fair. It's fair. And that was probably not the best throw to make there. Let's see if we can sort this all out. So now Eide's gonna move over to third, excuse me. So let's see here. Hoganson will advance to first on the error. And then Eide will advance to third on that same error. So that puts runners on the corners now and brings up Logan Dusick, the junior, 0 for 1, struck out swinging his last time at the plate. All right, so they reversed the decision, and it is now foul. So it's a 1-2 count to Hoganson. And now it's 2 outs. So now Logan Dusick will step up. So just to refresh your memory, the runner on first is Riley Eide. No other runners on. Logan Dusick in the batter's box, and now the count is 1 ball, no strike. Overby with 12 pitches, 8 strikes, 4 balls, 48 minutes into the ball game here, and there's a swing and a miss. Throw back up to first. Did he get him? No, he did not. It was a close one, but not successful this time around. That one will catch the edge for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Got him looking. That one sunk on its way and caught him by surprise, and that will end the top of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It remains 3-0. Strand, Reck, and Peterson due up. 7, 8, 9, the bottom of the order for the Tommies after this on the ND Sports Channel. ND Sup All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109. The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. Wade Strand, the junior, leads things off here in the bottom of the fourth for the Tommies. Still on the mound is Matt Suda. Here's the pitch inside. Just missed the strike zone for a ball. 3-0 lead. All three of those runs scored in the bottom of the second here for the Tommies. And that's a line drive down the first baseline. Diving was Feltman. Couldn't make the grab. That'll be a single for Strand. Nice attempt there, but no go for Feltman, and that'll bring up Nick Reck, who's 0 for 1, struck out swinging the last time at the plate. We'll have a courtesy runner at first for Strand, and that courtesy runner will be Logan Mouse, the sophomore. Once again, Nick Reck up to bat 0 for 1, struck out swinging his last time at the plate. Matt Suda has now thrown 42 pitches, 30 of them have been strikes. 3-0 lead for the Thompson Tommies here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and here's the pitch. Showing bunt, and he bunts it foul backwards, and that'll be good for strike one. Here's the pitch from Suda, outside for a ball. Throw up to first, not in time. Mouse remains safe. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count now to Nick Reck. 52 minutes into the ball game. Our longest game of the day was our first game at 1 hour and 59 minutes. Second game was 1 hour 23. Third game was 1 hour 30. That's a bunt down the first base line. He got it there in time. He did. Sacrifice bunt to advance Mouse over to second. That brings up Zach Peterson. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out his last time at the plate. Here's the windup in the pitch. Inside, just missed. Ball 1.
Zach, you got this. Come on, back.
Suda looks at Mouse at second and delivers the pitch. And did he get hit by that one? No, he did not. Or if he did, then, nope, they're sending him to first. So he did. They'll say that he did. And I believe that would be accurate. Peterson kind of moved out of the way, and I wasn't sure if that maybe hit him or went between his legs, but it was a close call, and they sent him to first. So that'll go into the books as hit by a pitch. And that brings up Marcus Hughes, 1 for 2, ground out on a single. Single went to deep center field last time. Now he's showing bunt, and he bunts it foul down the third baseline. Strike 1. Hughes on his last trip at the plate hit one out that looked like it was going straight away center, and then the wind took it and curved it out into closer to right center. Oh, 0-1 the count after the bunt foul. Runners on first and second. Mouse on second. Peterson on first for the Tommies, who lead. And now the the pickoff throw attempt to second is not in time. Remains 0-1 to Marcus Hughes. Now officially dropped below 50. We're at partly cloudy and 49 according to our weather sources. Hughes 0-1 pitch inside. And they're saying that nicked him on the elbow. So back-to-back batters hit by a pitch.
Lined up for you.
And see here, they're going to take him off. No, it looks like they're just going to have a discussion here. Both Peterson and Hughes were hit by a pitch. Prior to that, Mouse was on first, and now with two players hit by a pitch, the bases are loaded, and Jacob Dick, the junior, will step up to the plate. You got Schwabe after Dick and Odenbach after Schwabe. With one away, if we can get that far into the lineup, it's certainly possible here. So Suda will remain on the mound here. They'll have a quick chat on what to do here in this bases loaded situation for the Grafton Spoilers, who trail 3-0 and would give up another run here in this inning. It could be bad news for the Spoilers going forward. We'll see what happens though. First pitch comes outside for ball 1 to Jacob Dick. Once again, Dick 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. Ground out his first at bat. Fly out to left field his second at bat. Ball 1 this time around. And here's the 1-0. Right down the middle for a strike. Great pitch there by Suda. One ball, one strike, one out. Bases loaded for the Tommies, who lead 3-0 with here in the bottom of the 4th. And here's the pitch. He chased it outside and paid the price. Strike 2. He was looking to rifle that one probably into left center. There's a bigger gap in left center than there is in right center. That'd be the good spot to go if he wants to send it out that direction. And now Jacob Dick will step out of the batter's box, call time, step back in after making a few adjustments. And here's the 1-2. Caught it on the outside. No, it did not. I thought that was on the edge, but I guess I was incorrect. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, the bases are loaded. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away. Jacob Dick, the batter here for the Tommies, who lead 3-0. And that will be ball 3, so it's a full count. Logan Mouse on third, Zach Peterson the runner on second, Marcus Hughes the runner on first, and a 3-2 count to Jacob Dick, the batter. A ball, a strike, a ball, and a ball in that order on 5 pitches here between Suda and Dick. And here's the payoff. Swung, tapped it foul, he stays alive for at least one more. Odenbach will pick up the ball and run back to the behind the on-deck circle position. He's in the hole right now. So payoff pitch number 2 coming up here from Suda. With the bases loaded and the Tommies leading 3-0. Suda looking to get out of the bases loaded jam here for the Grafton Spoilers. Here comes the pitch. He'll foul it away and stay alive for at least one more. Suda has now tossed 7 pitches to Jacob Dick. Pitch number 8 and payoff pitch number 3 on the horizon here. Here's the windup and the delivery. Up high, ball 4, and that will score a run. That will score Mouse from third on the walk. Advance Peterson to third. Marcus Hughes up to second. Jacob Dick to first on the walk, and it's 4-0 Thompson. That brings up Caden Schwabe, 1 for 2. He singled his first at bat, ground out on a direct ground out to the first baseman his last trip to the plate. We'll see what he can do this time around with the bases loaded. That is going to be fouled, I believe. Whatever it is a strike nonetheless. 0-1 the count now, 1 out, bases loaded. Peterson the runner on third, Hughes the runner on second, Jacob Dick the runner on first, Caden Schwabe the batter, 1 for 2, facing an 0-1 count from Matt Suda on the mound for the Grafton Spoilers. 1 hour into the game. We've reached the 1 hour mark of this ball game now. 49 degrees right now in Bismarck here at Dwyer Field on the campus of Shiloh Christian School. That one's hit up high. That one's popped up. I don't know if it'll escape the infield or not, and it just barely escapes the infield. And Gunderson will make the grab for the out. That's 2 away. Runners will hold on their original bases, and that brings up Clay Odenbach. 1 for 2 with a ground out on a 1-3 his first at bat, and he doubled into deep right his last plate appearance. And here's the windup in the pitch outside. Ball goes into the back. It's going to be a pass ball. Play at the plate. Got him. He's out, and that'll end the inning. As Zach Peterson gets tagged out as he tried to come home on the pass ball.
Tommy scored 1 in that, and then you make it 4-0 Tommies after 4.
And that will end it. They do get 1 across, though. It's 4-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. It's going to be batters 7, 8, 9, the bottom of the order due up for the Spoilers when we come back after this here on the ND Sports Channel. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @ND Scores and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. All right, new pitcher here for the Thompson Tommies, and that is Wade Strand. Clay Odenbach moves over to first base. Had Overby down for 15 pitches. 4 balls and 11 strikes. Speaking of a strike, that's one right there. 1 ball, 1 strike to even up the count. The batter, Landon Wanderovich. And that pitch will come in up a little bit high for a ball. 1 hour, 4 minutes into the ball game here as we head to the top of the 5th. And it's a 4-0 lead for the Tommies. The Spoilers lucky to let only one across the plate on a bases loaded opportunity for the Thompson Tommies.
Nice pitch, buddy.
Full count now at 3-2 to Wanderovic. Wanderovic will foul that one away, and it will remain 3-2. Here's the 3-2 payoff. Got him on the edge.
Good job, Wade.
Wanderovic gets caught looking, and that will be out number 1 of the inning, and that will bring up Bo Feltman. First pitch, a little bit off the mark there, ball 1. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. That may have been ball 2 had he not taken a swing at it, but doesn't matter now. 1-1 the count. And here's the 1-1. No run on. That one's shot out into left field, and that one will bounce for at least a single, and that will indeed be the case. Nice hit there by Feltman, and that'll bring up Jace Layfeld. So the Spoilers get a runner on with only 1 out. We'll see what they do here with Layfeld.
Center fielder number 8, Jace Layfeld.
He was walked to first base on his last trip to the plate. Pickoff throw attempt over to first, try and get out Feltman is unsuccessful. And now the first pitch to Layfeld. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one comes behind the ankles of Layfeld for a ball. 1-1 the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. That runner is Feltman at first. Remains 1-1 on the pickoff attempt there. And now, that's a 2-hopper into the glove of the third baseman. Will they get the double play? No, they will not. But they will get the out at second. Layfeld advances. That brings up Brady Gunderson, top of the order here for the Spoilers. 2 away, runner on first is Jace Layfeld now. And the pitch, strike 1. That pitch will be a little bit low for a ball. It'll even things up at 1-1. Once again, partly cloudy, 49 degrees. We could drop to the mid-40s, possibly 44 by the time we wrap things up here tonight. Keep our eyes on that for you as well. Started at 10:03 this morning, now at 5:35. So 7 hours and 32 minutes we've been doing baseball so far, and we still got another game to go yet. That pitch will be a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count to Brady Gunderson. Gunderson 0 for 2 with a ground out, and is that right? Must be if I put it in that way. So that one, line drive right over to Odenbach for the out, and that retires the Spoilers. They leave one stranded, and we'll head now to the bottom of the 5th. And due up for the Tommies, Odenbach, Overby, and Sem. Batters 4, 5, and 6, the middle of the order, in 60 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the fifth, and the Tommies lead the Spoilers 4-0. New pitcher on the mound for Grafton is Brady Gunderson. Had suited down unofficially for 60 pitches, 21 balls and 39 strikes. His day on the mound will come to a conclusion, and Gunderson will take his final couple warm-up pitches here, and he will face Clay Odenbach for his first batter of the afternoon. One more game to come after this one. It'll be the official home team, the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, taking on the defending state champions from the Class B side, Park River Fordville Lankin. That game scheduled for a 6:30 first pitch. Might come a little sooner. We'll see how this one wraps up. It'll be approximately 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Odenbach, 1 for 2, a ground out and a double to deep right his last time, and his coach thought it should have been a triple. 1 ball, no strikes. Hour and 12 minutes into the ball game now. That one came right underneath. If it wasn't for the overhang here, I would have had to step to my left here and maybe sweep up some glass. 1-1 as a result. And a swing and a miss for 1 and 2. Here's the 1-2. That looks a little high, and it is 2 and 2. Could tell it was high the moment it left the hand of Gunderson. Gunderson, a senior for the Spoilers this year. Nobody on base. He'll wind up and deliver the 2-2. Ooh, and that one hit him in the right shoulder blade, and he will go up to first base. I'll bring up Hayden Overby, who's 2 for 2, single and a double, excuse me. Single first time, double second time. And go for a triple this time. I remember that happening about a year ago in a game. I said that same thing and it happened. Now watch, it won't happen. Never know. That one's a line drive bouncer. And they'll put on the brakes at second, so no triple there. He'll get another single, and he'll be 3 for 3, putting runners on first and second, and bringing up Josh Sem.
He did, you know, he did hold this thing called
Sem is 1 for 2. Doubled the deep center his first time at bat. Fly out to shallow center his last trip to the plate. And here's the pitch. High and outside, ball 1. Runners on first and second once again. Clay Odenbach, the runner on second. Hayden Overby, the runner on first for the Thompson Tommies. Time of the broadcast, 1 hour 18 minutes. Time of the game, 1 hour 13 minutes. Check that, 1 hour 15 minutes.
It was like the first night of
2 balls, no strikes now to Josh Sem.
Yep.
Told him I'm gonna come out there and get one of his coolers out in his garage that has just the beverages.
Yeah, we didn't get to see that.
Yeah, it's a nice.
His bathtub?
And he'll look over his shoulder at second and deliver the 2-0, and that one's hit into center field. It will drop. Will he round third? No, they will hold him there. Odenbach to third on a single by Sem that advances Overby up to second to load the bases up for the Tommies. And coming up is Wade Strand, who is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. 1 to left center and 1 to shallow right.
So, buddy.
Next up for the Tommies, the pitcher, number 18, William Strand.
So the bases are loaded for the 3rd time in this game here for the Thompson Tommies, who lead 4-0. They were only able to get 1 run out of the last time they loaded up the bases. There's a strike to Strand, the junior. Once again, runners on for the Tommies. Sem on first, Overby second, Odenbach on third. And Strand, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, is facing an 0-1 count from Brady Gunderson, who's now thrown 10 pitches, and even 5-5 split and make that 5 balls, 6 strikes on 11 pitches. And an 0-2 count now for Strand. Nobody out. That's the dangerous part here for the Spoilers.
That's a little too much, if you ask.
Got him. There's 1 down. Goes down on 3 pitches, too. Caught him looking. And that'll bring up Nick Reck. Reck is 0 for 1. Struck out swinging, and then a sacrifice bunt to advance his teammate to second on his last trip to the plate. There will be no bunting here. That will be a strike outside. 1 hour, 17 minutes into the game. Partly cloudy, 49 degrees. Looking at probably dip into as low as about 44 by the time we wrap things up here tonight. But the sun is out. The wind's blowing from the northeast to the southwest, and it's blowing probably a little bit stronger than it has all day today. That pitch will hit the corner for a strike. Sunset scheduled for 8:16. Saying the wind's blowing at about 16 miles per hour, and there's a 20% chance of rain, which means we won't get any. 0-2 the count. That one outside, it just missed the strike zone for a ball. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded for Nick Reck, the batter. Brady Gunderson on the mound here for the Grafton Spoilers, and Reck will step out of the batter's box to take time, and now he'll step back in and we'll get back to action. One ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Sem Overby Odenbach on first, second, and third, and the pitch is outside for a ball. That'll even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 away and the bases loaded. Nick Reck at the plate, Zach Peterson on deck. And if Peterson can get on, then that would bring us back to the top of the order with Marcus Hughes, but with 1 away, we may not get there. See what happens. There's the 2-2. Swung on, and that will... Nobody. That'll be a RBI single. And then let's see if they charge an error. It'll be an RBI single for sure. If they don't charge the error, it'll be an RBI double.
Boys, good wheels. Good job, Nick. Go, Zach.
And they will indeed put the error on the board. So it's an RBI single with Overby advancing, or Odenbach advancing to scoring from third is what I'm trying to say. And then the runner's advancing an extra base on the error. So Nick Reck on first now. No, check that. Peterson the batter. That one's going to be hit up into center field. And that one is going all the way back to the fence. Coming across to score is Josh Sen, also Nick Reck. And the throw to third is not in time, and it escapes into the fence there.
Oh, mama.
And that's 2 more for the Tommies. Makes it 8-0.
Leadoff batter number 2, Marcus Hughes.
That pretty much clears the bases here with the exception of Peterson on third. Marcus Hughes the batter now. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Hughes 1 for 2 with a ground out, a single, and he was hit by a pitch his last time at the plate. 1 hour, 21 minutes into the game here. 8-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th with 1 away for the Tommies and another runner on third in the legs of Zach Peterson. Hughes will send that one up. Foul territory, out of play down the first base line. Strike 2. Hughes will go talk to his coach for a little bit here. .49 degrees with the wind at, they're saying now it's to the east, and yeah, that might be accurate actually. Or from the east. Feels like 43 with 72% humidity. Grounder right over to the third baseman. Fires across the diamond. Did he get it? He did. So Hughes grounds out. That's the second out of the inning.
There you go, Marky. Some slight.
That brings up Jacob Dick. And it's a 9-0 lead now as we hit the 1 hour, 22-minute mark of the ball game. Dick is 0 for 2. A ground out on his first at bat. On a direct ground out to the first baseman, and then a fly out to left field where it was caught by Riley Eide his last time, or his 2 times ago, and then he was walked his last plate appearance. Here's the windup in the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Gunderson have him down for 23 pitches as of right now. 15 of them have been strikes, the other 8 have been balls. Strikes are strikes, fouled away pitches, and hits. Singles, doubles, triples, home runs, they're all considered strikes. And that's a strike that'll go foul for a strike. 1-2 the count. A little play on words there. Bottom of the 5th with no one out. Bismarck Century leads Mandan 9-0 right now in the bottom of the 5th. Keep you updated on any of the scores that come in. Line drive off the glove of Gunderson. Able to slow the ball down a little bit there, which probably prevented a single from becoming a double. So that brings up Caden Schwabe now, and Give the ball to the ump. Gunderson has a different ball. Schwabe 1 for 3. Singled his first time. Since then, a ground out and a fly out. Last time at bat, he flied out to the shortstop, just barely breaking the outfield. That one, well, would have broke the outfield, if not the entire park, had it gone the other direction. But instead, he'll foul it away to the left of the press box here.
Let's go, Jerry.
Got a good crack on that one. 0-1. Here's the pitch, and he'll get a good crack on that one too and foul it down the first baseline. Not quite as powerful as that first one. He fouled away down the third baseline, but two great swings of the bat here. But on the downside, he's down 0-2 now. Gunderson will step off the mound and step back up. Once again, Schwabe 1 for 3. Runner on first is Jacob Dick for the Tommies, who lead 9-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Scored 5 of their 9 runs in this inning, and they're looking to maybe add one more if they can. 3 in the bottom of the 2nd, 1 in the bottom of the 4th, 5 so far in this inning for a total of 9. Once again, Dick on first, Schwabe the batter, 1 for 3, single ground out fly out in that order on his last 3 plate appearances. And here's the pitch, up high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still dangerous grounds here for Schwabe though. Even if the count does get to 2-2. Right now it sits at 1-2. Here's the windup in the delivery, and Schwabe will send that out to left field, where it'll be snagged by Riley Eide, and that will end the inning. They'll strand 1 on base. And Suda, Eide, wait, no, check that. I believe they'll have a sub for Suda. And then Eide and Votava due up. We'll check on Suda next here on the ND Sports Channel. ND Sup All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Sup All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109. The Fargo North softball team is live for a 2nd season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. All right, welcome back. Top of the 6th inning, new pitcher on the mound here for the Tommies. It's going to be Marcus Hughes. Hayden Schwabe will move over to the shortstop position. Strand, 18 pitches, 7 balls, 11 strikes according to my numbers. And it will indeed be Matt Suda stepping up to the plate here for the Spoilers. And he'll chop that one right back to Hughes. Hughes will flip it into the glove of Odenbach at first, and that'll be good for out number 1. So that's a 1-3 if you're scoring at home, and brings up Riley Eide, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. 1 to very shallow right center, and 1 to medium left field. His last time at the plate. Eide, a left-handed batter, and he'll take the first pitch for ball 1. 1-0 the count now. No runners on. And that one will be grounded right over to Odenbach. Odenbach will flip it to Marcus Hughes, and if you're scoring at home, that is not a 1-3, that's a 3-1. Just reversed the last one that happened. Zach Peterson is now behind the plate here for the Tommies. And that pitch will come down low into the dirt for ball one. It's Votava at the plate for the Spoilers. 1 hour, 30 minutes into the ball game. That was the time of our last game, 1 hour, 30 minutes. So this one will go beyond that. And will officially become our second longest game of the day. That one will be cracked right back towards Hughes. Slipped through his glove into the hands of Cunningham, who fires it over to Odenbach for the out. That will retire the Spoilers here in the top of the sixth. So it's a 4-3 ground out, and that'll bring up Clay Odenbach, Hayden Overby, and Josh Sem. Batters 4, 5, and 6, the middle of the order in 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We go to the bottom of the sixth. It's 9-0 Thompson Tommies. Brady Gunderson on the mound. He has thrown 29 pitches so far, 9 balls, 20 strikes, according to my numbers. 1 hour, 32 minutes. That is officially the second longest game of the day. I don't think we'll reach the 1 hour, 59-minute mark with this one, though. So Carrington and Harvey Wells County will get the trophy for the longest game of the day through the first 4 games. Assuming something strange doesn't happen in this one. You never know. Odenbach 1 for 2. Ground out a double. Last time at the plate, he was hit by a pitch. I believe it was in the right shoulder blade, if memory serves me correctly. And that one, a little low below the knees. If it had been a little bit higher, it would have been a strike. Unfortunately for Gunderson, it turns out to be ball one instead. Here's the wind up in the 1-0. Swing and a miss, evens things up at 1-1. Now will be rifled right over to Feltman. He'll step on the bag for out number 1. So Odenbach with a direct ground out to first base. And that brings up Hayden Overby, who's 3 for 3. All of his hits have gone to right center. A single, a double, and a single in that order. We'll see if he sends it one out that direction again here.
He said if I want to.
Here's the pitch, and he wanted to send it over there, but he reached for it and sent it foul over the first base line and out of play for strike 1. No runners on, 1 away, oh, no balls, 1 strike. To Hayden Overby, the sophomore for the Thompson Tommies. Senior Brady Gunderson on the mound delivers the 0-1. Down low and outside for ball 1, excuse me. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on, and Overby 3 for 3 with a single, double, single, all to right center. Maybe closer to right field, actually. And he's gonna go that direction one more time. This time he will be caught. He will pop out, and he's now 3 for 4. And that brings up Josh Sem. Sem is 2 for 3. A double is first at bat to center field. A fly out to shallow center is second at bat, and a single to right field is last trip to the plate. Now, he'll take the strike inside at the knees. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1 up high for a ball. Evens things up at 1-1. And he got a piece of that. It'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch, at least I believe. Yep, it will. Umpire will walk out and do a trade with the baseballs. And here's the windup. Down low for a ball. That'll even things up at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners on. And a 9-0 lead here for the Tommies in the bottom of the 6th. If they can score 1 here, that would end the game, I believe. But we'll go to the top of the 7th instead. A strikeout, and now Hoganson, Dusek, and Wanderovic are due up for the spoilers when we come back after this on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed, or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. All right, welcome back. Top of the 7th. And Hoganson, Jaden Hoganson, leads things off. With a ground out. Logan Dusek now the junior, 0 for 2, struck out swinging and struck out looking his last 2 trips to the plate. And that ball will go into the dirt for a ball 1. A ball 2, excuse me. Marcus Hughes on the mound, 8 pitches, 4 strikes, 4 balls. And a swing and a miss there for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 up, 1 down so far for the spoilers here in the top of the 7th. And that one will be cracked right over in the direction of Schwabe. Schwabe fires it into the glove of Odenbach for the 6-3 ground out. That brings up, let's see here, Landon Wanderovic.
Landon Wanderovic.
Strike 1. Two quick strikes here to Wanderovic. And that one will be right towards the first baseman. Odenbach will flip it to Hughes for the out. That is a 1-2-3 inning for the Thompson Tommies.
Final score, Thompson, Tommy,
And that will also end the game.
Nice job to both teams. We have our fifth and final game of the night. Up next between Shiloh and Park River. We'll start in approximately 20 minutes.
So your final score, Thompson Tommies 9, the Grafton Spoilers nothing. We will take a timeout. We'll be back in approximately 15 minutes with your pregame show of game 5 of 5 of the day. That'll feature the Park River Fordville Lincoln Aggies as the visitors on the scoreboard against the home team that most of the Bismarck fans have been waiting to see, the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. Once again, we're about 15 minutes away from that broadcast. We'll go offline for a bit, but thanks so much for sticking around. Appreciate it. Back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.